What's up? CreSpeaksMedia, and we are here with J Dav.
What's good?
Yes.
Yeah, just thought I warn ya. This ain't off the corner. This is that California. Yeah, we smoking on that California.
J Dav is a dope artist. Tell us where you're from.
I am from South Carolina, and I was originally born in Atlanta, but I grew up in South Carolina. I'm from the upstate, Lawrence, South Carolina, to be exact.
Okay.
And I got my music career started in Columbia, so that's right now where I'm focused at.
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, that's a good question. I want to say, my first music memories and hip hop memories were early, probably about 7 or 8 years old. I remember watching music videos, and one of the first songs I ever remember hearing was Ludacris, that Move Bitch Get Out of the Way. That's one of the first songs I remember hearing and singing it a lot, but I didn't really fall in love with hip hop until I was probably around like 13 or 14. And I had an older cousin who was about 10 years older than me, and he grew up in the golden age of hip hop, so he grew up listening to 80s, 90s rap, and he saw I was interested in the genre. So out of his very courtesy, he let me borrow his big CD booklet. You know how they had those back in the 90s? Yeah, he had like 100 CDs in there, and he let me borrow it for like a whole year, and that was back when iPods was popping. So I put all that old school shit on my iPod. So back in like 2006, 2007, everybody else was listening to, you know, what was hot at the time. I'm listening to the 90s shit. So that's how I fell in love with rap, listening to the classics that my cousin put me on.
Yes, and I appreciate that about your music, because like the first time I heard it, I was like, okay, this gives me a back in the day feel.
Right. Your
style is very unique. It's like, I can put you in a room of rappers and we're gonna definitely recognize, like, yeah, we're gonna know his name, because you're gonna have to ask, because you don't blend in with everybody, because your sound is definitely sounds like music from another era, and some people may have a problem with that, but I don't, you know. So we appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
So I want to ask you, I remember, okay, you said something about taking your music serious. So when did you start actually writing rhymes? Okay. Yeah.
I started writing rhymes when I was like 12, 13 years old, around that same time period. I started writing rhymes, and me and a friend, we had a little bit of time back in the day where we went to the studio. So this wasn't my first experience actually being behind the mic and being in the studio. I had a little CD back when I was in 7th grade.
What? So what were you rapping about
back
in 7th grade?
Oh, shit,
these girls writing letters.
Oh, you know, I can't.
Please stop.
You know what? I'm gonna have to leave that to the people to the 20 people that got their hands on that CD back then. They're gonna have to tell y'all what it was about.
Please reach out to me. I want to hear it.
Back then I was JD. It was JD. So
you was JD.
Just JD, because it was Justin Davenport, so it was just JD. I didn't add the Dav yet.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, you just rapping about young kid stuff, but I didn't really start taking the craft serious until I got older, because I did it back then as like a little hobby. I didn't think I was gonna ever take it serious, and then I picked the pen back up about 2 years ago.
Wow.
And I started taking it serious, and then once I started putting music out and I got some pretty good feedback, I was like, well, yeah, let me see what I can do with this. Let me see if I can build off of it. And, you know, once I really decided to take my craft 100% serious, and I knew this is what I wanted to do for a career, I just decided to, you know, really study the greats. So I just went back and I studied all the great artists, all my favorites, and I just analyzed flows and all of that. And then I just take bits and pieces from all my inspirations and add it to my style. Your
work ethic is everything. Like like the consistency that you have, being that you haven't been around that long,
right, and
you already came in and you're like, shit, I'm getting all these motherfucking chips, you know, like all of them. I'm getting the crumb. I'm about to snatch that from that mouse over there, the ant, you know.
No, I ain't greedy with it.
You're not greedy, but it's coming to you, because I realize, like, there are some people who get into music and they're like, yeah, I'm not really taking this serious. They feel like their talent enough is just going to get them noticed. Whereas you are working hard enough that people can't not watch you. You see what I'm saying? And you're being consistent with your content, and you're actually taking it serious as far as studying. A lot of people don't study, you know? So I want to ask you about what you think about work ethic as it relates to a music artist.
Well, first off, I believe you gotta really be passionate. You gotta really love what you're doing, and that's the thing about it. With me, it doesn't feel like work. You know, every night when I'm writing a song and I'm laying down the vocals, or I'm in the studio in the booth, or I'm on stage doing something like this don't feel like work to me. This is fun to me. So it's what I really love to do. Is really my passion. So it's not difficult for me to, you know, really get into a zone where I can write music every single day and just build up an abundance of songs. But everybody works at a different rate. But you definitely got to have that work ethic, because talent alone is usually not going to get you noticed. You got to have work ethic, and you got to have good connections. So that's what I learned very early, because it wasn't always like this. When I put those first couple of tapes out, Back on the Road, Damage Control, and even Fatality, I was still kind of like, well, maybe I'll just be so good at rapping that it'll just happen. You know, somebody will hear it, and then it'll be like word of mouth, and then it'll just overnight. But I realized, like, no, you gotta really grind it out. Like, it's really a grind. And sometimes it could take 2, 3, 5, 10 years till you get to where you see yourself. So I just learned that work ethic is more important than having talent, and connections, like I said, because it's not all about the talent. So you definitely have to have a work ethic. And I would just advise any artist out there who knows that they're talented and they just feel like they're not where they want to be right now, just do whatever you got to do to make sure you get out and make the right connections. And also work hard. Make sure you feel like you're the hardest person. Bless you. Make sure you feel like you're the hardest working person that you know. That's my motto. I just want to be the hardest working person that I know. I don't want anybody to have more songs than me. To be honest, like.
I love that. So CreSpeaksMedia is just really big on, I want my platform to be about positivity. So I always ask the artists if there's any message that you want to share with anybody who's out there working on their dream, whether they're music artists or not. Is there any message you would like to share?
Absolutely. We in this one now? Okay. To anybody out there that's chasing their dreams right now, just believe in the law of attraction. If you don't know what that means that the energy that you put out in this world will come back to you. So if you believe that you can do something, don't let anybody stop you. Just stay positive, have a realistic plan, understand you're going to go through ups and downs, but if you just stick with it and you stay motivated and you work really hard, your dreams will come true, and the universe will open up doors for you and things will happen. But if you're negative and you're coming up with reasons why you can't do something, like, oh, if I had more money, I would do it. Oh, if I could, you gotta make that shit happen one way or another. Because we make shit happen in this world. Things don't come to us. So, yeah, just stay on your grind and stay focused. And don't let anybody stop you, no matter how much they tell you can't do it. Just stay at it. Because I'm not even close to where I want to be right now, but ever since I started making music, I've had a lot of stuff work in my favor just because I'm putting out good energy. So, yeah, just stay on your grind, stay positive.
The way I'm living, say I need to change. Can't stop, cause I'm knee deep in the game. On my grind, trying to shine.